Hey, what's going on everyone? This is Mike Kollin at mikekollin.com. Isn't that a beautiful picture? So if you haven't noticed, that is the comet up in the sky. Early sunrise. This was about, I think, 5 or 6 days ago. So this is facing east. So they're outside of the Golden Gate Bridge looking inwards. So I think you can still see it early in the morning. Today is October 8th. I think you might have one more day. Otherwise it might be too far down. So it's going to be in between the Earth and the Sun. But you'll be able to start seeing it in the evening. So here's what it says. So it says October 12th. Or around October 12th. This is the date when the comet will be closest to the Earth. If you look west, so you got to turn around, look west, around 6:30 p.m. on October 12th, it will be found about 15 degrees above the horizon. So we can still see it, but that leads me to believe I think we'll still be able to see it for a few more days looking east in the early morning, like literally just before sunrise. So I want to thank Sonia Sharp. She is on this channel. I believe her YouTube name is Sonlia. So she sent me a YouTube video, and then I searched for another one to find the wider pictures. So essentially this is because of her sending me that link to this YouTube video about the person who took this picture. She also sent me a link of the information I just read off about the comet and the times when to look at it. So just want to give a thank you to Sonlia. Or to Sonia, I think is her actual name. Isn't this song beautiful? I've had this song for a long time, but I don't think I've ever used it. It's called Paradise by Onycs, Onycs. And it's perfect for this image and the subject we're going to talk about today. Okay, so this video essentially is going to be about two subjects. The first one, the main subject, is really about just relax. We are going through a massive blast from every direction. So I actually talked to I can't remember the title, I want to say astrophysicist, but I don't think that's what his is. So he's a scientist, has his doctorate degree, and he studies, the stars and the moon, and so he focuses on solar flares. I've actually left his link. So I asked him, I said, hey, do solar flares, can they cause the Earth's atmosphere to heat up? And he said, well, not one, but if you have a series of them within a day, yes. And if you have a series of them day after day after day, he said absolutely it will affect the temperature. Okay, so the music is going to go down in about 5 seconds. So number one, we have been getting blasted by solar flares from the sun for quite a while now. It has been a kind of a ridiculous amount and length of time. The other thing is they are very powerful sun blasts. We had a really huge one yesterday. I don't remember the scale, but I remember the number 25. He said that is a really, I think he said it was the largest one we've had since 2017. And I woke up this morning, and because of, I don't know if it's this comet, I'm assuming it is, what it did was it's like, I don't know if there was a magnetic pull or electromagnetic or whatever it is, but it caused the sun to do a huge solar blast earlier this morning. Now, on top of that, we are getting, let's see if hopefully I still have it. Yeah, we are getting, it's called the Draconids meteor shower. We are getting blasted right now. In fact, there's a live thing going on right now. It's 10 o'clock in the morning, California time. There's a live YouTube channel talking about that right now. So here's my point. We are getting blasted from every angle. And yes, all of this stuff affects the electromagnetic energy in the air, in the atmosphere. And it does affect you. It affects your emotions. It affects your energy. It affects electronics. It affects everything. So number one, I would absolutely get your rest, get extra sleep, take a nap if you can, take it easy, and go with the flow. And what I mean is, if people are blowing up around you, if you're emotional, if you're angry, instead of fighting it, just go with it. Just breathe through it. Just be like, you know what, I'm angry, that's where I'm at, and that's okay. If you're sad, be like, hey, that's where I'm at right now. And just be in it. Literally just be with it. Be like, hey, this is okay. This is where I'm at. It will pass. And this is what's going on in my body because of all the energy in the air. I would also recommend making sure you have your sodium, salts, get potassium, so 1 or 2 bananas a day, watermelon, and grapes. And drink extra water. You need to get the fluids going. Even if you don't live in a warm climate, now California has been insanely hot. I live in a relatively cool area, and this is the temperatures that it's been for the last 5 days or more. It's been 100 degrees up to 104. One person said it was 107, but I don't think that's true. That's really hot for where I live. Now inland, Vacaville, Sacramento, etc., it's hotter. So today it's supposed to cool down to 90 degrees. Well, they said that yesterday, and it ended up being 100 degrees yesterday. Now here's the deal. Even if you're not in an area that's this hot, it doesn't matter. It's actually the electromagnetic energy that's in the air that's going to affect you the most. Get the fluids going, get some sodium going. What are we doing? We are getting the electrical current in your body flowing. Currents, electricity flow through sodium, through salt. That's when it flows through your fluid. So if you're low on sodium, it doesn't function as well. By the way, aren't these colors delicious? These colors to me, like, I'm just like, wow, like, I really love these colors. I think they're beautiful. So another thing you can add to your diet right now is lettuce and celery. These all have minerals, okay? Minerals are good for you. Selenium is in celery. I think watermelon has selenium, so they've got minerals in them too. You get your sodium, your potassium, you get your minerals going from the watermelon, from the banana, from the celery and lettuce, and it causes your body to function well. All of these fruits and vegetables that I just recommended are very high pH, which is really, really good for your blood's health and for your body's health. Okay, now for the second piece. The reason why I'm emphasizing this stuff right now is because these blasts that we're getting from the sun, from the meteor shower, from the comet, from everything that's happening right now, there's a lot of energy in the air. It is causing your body to purge old negative emotions. We are going through a shift. This is the shift. So what's going to happen? You may have woken up today, yesterday, the day before, and feeling very emotional. It could be a very dark, like tight, not even sadness, but just weight in your gut. Well, that, believe it or not, but that's something that's getting dredged up from the bottom of the pits to be healed, to be released. Right now what's happening is, if you allow your body to relax, if you allow yourself to just be with the emotions without judgment, meaning don't go, oh god damn it, I don't want to feel this way. Just be like, no, this is the way I'm feeling right now. Because if you have emotions coming up that you've never experienced, or like, wow, I haven't experienced this in a long time, it is getting dredged up to be cleansed, to be healed, and to be let go of forever. That's what all this activity in the sky is about right now, okay? It is really pulling up old memories and old emotions and feelings. All you need to do is just be with it. Just be with them like a nurturing, loving mother with a little child. It's funny because the bridge is the theme of this entire video. I just realized right now, it's like we're shifting over from where we are and we're going over to the other side, because that's always been our journey. That has always been our destiny and purpose for being on the planet right now. So when you let go of this stuff, you allow them to purge, you allow them to come up to heal. Now you can cross the bridge without bringing any of the old baggage across. One thing I've noticed for me, I've been really feeling life. Here's what I mean. I'm in a good mood, boom, 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 and then I watch this video and I'm in tears, just water just pouring out, or listening to this beautiful song. And I began to realize, and this was yesterday when I really caught it. It's like, oh, I'm like feeling life to the fullest. I mean, everything, the sounds, the flavors, the sights, the colors. Like, these colors are just popping in my eyes right now. What am I trying to say? How do I say it? It's like I'm feeling the colors, if that makes sense. And I'm just feeling everything. I'm feeling emotions. I'm feeling life. I'm feeling other people's vibes. And it's like it's on full scale right now. I also woke up with this weight, kind of a dark weight in my gut. And I was kind of upset, but I thought, no, this is part of it. This is being pulled up for a reason. So I just laid in bed for about 20 or 30 minutes, like I'm holding a little baby. And I'm just like, there. I'm not saying be happy, don't be sad. I'm just like, this is where you're at, and I'm okay with that. That's how you heal. Regardless, put some time aside today to just be with yourself, without any judgment, just with an open, expanded awareness of whatever it is that you're aware of, whatever you notice inside. So I think technically right now we are going to shift into part 3 of this video. Okay, there are 2 videos I found the day before yesterday, maybe yesterday, and I think I put them in a video that's already uploaded. I don't know if it's going to be uploaded tonight though, so I want to get it to you now. Okay, someone add the actual verse for this. Okay, the book and the verse. We are living in the time when it talks about wars and rumors of wars, famine, all that stuff, and the signs in the sky, or in the stars. Signs in the stars or in the skies. So we are living in that moment right now. We are right in the middle of it. And a lot of people believe what we're going through right now, and the last 3-4 days, and today is supposed to be like a day where a gateway is opening. And it's going to cause, how to explain this? I'm going to give you some really cool thing after this too. It's going to cause you to be activated, or for those who are ready for it, it's going to cause them to be activated. It's like the bridge concept that I talked about. It's like you're going to have to let go of your old baggage, all that old anger, mad at the narcissist, all that bullshit. You're going to have to finally let it go in order to go through to the next step of the journey. And yes, the next step of the journey is good. It's fun. It's a lot better than where we're at right now. So essentially, there's going to be 2 choices, okay? There are those that are going to stay behind, and there's those that are going to let go of the garbage and let go of the past, and they're going to move forward into a happier, much more loving experience. So one of the ways that you can experience it and travel across this bridge, so to speak, or move on to the next step, is focus on love. Just be kinder to you know what it is? Self-love. Be kinder to yourself. Be gentler with yourself. Do your best to just eat lighter foods, better foods, healthier foods, even if it's just for a day or 2. Okay, get some extra water in, but mainly it's really about just treating yourself better overall. Just say nice things to yourself. Be okay with not being okay right now. See, the original purpose of this video is like, I know this is going to affect a lot of people emotionally. It's going to bring stuff out. So I wanted to prepare you for this coming up right now, okay? So that way you're like, oh, okay, so we're just going through this shift. Like, yeah, we're going through a really wacky shift, and it is intense, but man, it is beautiful. So now, about the signs in the stars. So I'm going to read something off. I'm going to give you 2 links. I want you to just watch the first 5 to 7 minutes of each of these videos at least, because you're going to go, wait a minute, this was in the Bible. Like, yes. Okay, Revelations 12, verse 1 through 2, King James Version. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. And she, being with child, cried, travailed in birth, and pained to be delivered. And this is the woman, and if you look at the top of her in Leo, there's 12 points to the constellation Leo. Now here's the funny thing, if you've really read your Bible and you understood the times back then, they were always looking at the stars, they were always studying and talking about the stars, etc., etc. So this is the way that God communicated to us to give us the times and the dates and to let us know, hey, here's what's happening. So this says 23rd of September, but then he goes on to talk about what's happening right now. And I mean, I think even today, the 8th is what he's talking about. So there's a connection between these 2. So watch at least 7 minutes of each video. That's all you got to watch. You're going to be blown away. You're like, wait a minute, that's literally, like, yeah, these are literally the constellations in the star that the Bible was talking about. So I'm going to leave the 2 links in the description. So the first video I would watch is, I'll put it on top, is the one with this image. It says Revelation in the Stars on October 9th, 2024 and September 23rd, 2017. 7-year warning, okay? The next one is called Full Release Revelation in the Stars. That's the guy that really mastered this and really breaks it all down. It's a long video. You don't have to watch all of it. You're going to see how everything that's in the Bible and how is, and directly, literally how it completely, totally, 100% matches up with the stars. It's been there all along. Now I'm going to gripe a little bit. Well, isn't it weird because our churches now say, no, don't study the stars, don't study astrology, that's all mystical, magical, that's wrong. And yet that's what they did in the Bible. That's what was going on at the time. That's what was put in literally Revelations 12 verse 1 through 2 King James Version. It was literally in the Bible, and yet we're being told not to do it. Are you guys starting to see how misled the church has led us? We've been told not to believe what the Bible tells us to believe. We've been told they've left out verses, they've left out descriptions, they've completely twisted definition of words from one language into the English language completely. Like that doesn't mean that at all. It's like literally in the past video I'd say, well, hola means hello, but they would translate it from the Bible into English and say, no, hola means go ahead and shut the door. It does not mean shut the door. One of the verses I constantly bring up is when Christians say, do you fear the Lord your God? No, I don't fear God at all. I love God. God loves me. I love God. It's all good, bro. I don't fear God. That'd be a horrible, mean thing to do to God. Yeah, but the Bible says to fear the Lord your God. No, it doesn't. That is a completely, absolute, 100% false translation from the original language. So the Bible is translated from 3 languages. One of them was Hebrew, one is Greek, and I am drawing a blank on I don't know if it was Arabic or I'm drawing a blank on it. But a lot of the translations, if you go to the original language, like, wait a minute, that doesn't mean that at all. It's like Spanish, like hola doesn't mean shut the door. But that's what they're that's literally what they're doing. They're sitting there saying, oh, well, here's the thing. The translation of that original word does not mean to fear God at all. It means to admire, to revere God, to look up to God. It means to hide underneath for shelter. There's no fear there. So am I pissed off at the church? Yeah, I'm pissed off at the church, but I understand what's been going on for thousands of years in the church. They've been led by demonic narcissists to lead you astray. And this is why they don't want me to be here. I think a lot of you know that I've actually had multiple attempts on my life. I mean, actual real murder attempts where I ended up in the hospital in an intensive care unit. And I don't mean once, I mean multiple times throughout my life. So why have they worked so hard to shut me down? It's because just like you see the truth. And they want to hide the truth, and you're one of these people that reveals the truth just by being. You don't even have to do anything special, study something or get a degree. You just look at something and go, well, no, 1 + 1 = 2. Why are you saying it equals -4? It's just not true. And they don't like that. And the fact of the matter, it's too late for them. Everything is being revealed. They can't hold it back. People are like the whole P. Diddy and I don't know if you guys know the beautiful singer actress Aaliyah. She died in a plane accident. That was no accident. They murdered her. And then the same thing with Left Eye. Left Eye, cute singer. Back in the 90s, I believe. She completely revealed the whole music industry. So they sold all millions of albums. And then after, when they sign the contract, they get 3% or 3 points. I forget what the points was, but it's very, very small, out of 100%. And then on top of that, they got to pay for the recording studio that was rented. They got to pay for the people that did the marketing. They got to pay for this. They got to pay for that. And what they ended up with after they sold 11 million albums or however many it was, out of all the hundreds of millions of dollars that were made, each of them got $300,000. Next thing you know, she ends up dead. If you look at Hollywood and all the people that were murdered, even Michael Jackson, he told people before he died that they were going to kill him. You know what? This is another video. I'll make another video about this, but here's the deal. People are starting to see it. There are songs that were written 10 years ago or more about this, and you're like, holy shit, they were talking about that in the song. And even people in the rap industry are like, oh shit, I didn't realize that's what they were talking about. So because everything's being revealed and it's become really obvious to me, I'm no longer afraid. I've done my job. I've completed my tasks. I did what I was supposed to do. And from this point forward, it's all gravy. It's just, what do they call it, icing on the cake, and the cake too. It's like everything from this point forward is just going to be light and easy. It's going to be fun. Hey, God bless you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope this video helps you out. Remember, watch those 2 links. Even if you only watch the first 5 to 7 minutes, it's going to blow your mind. Alright, thank you for watching. Please click the subscribe button, click the like button, make a comment, and if you want, you can go ahead and make a donation. There's a PayPal link right there in the description box. God bless you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.